It's time for RiffTrax.
Oh no, not this movie again.
No, it's a different one. This is the one where there's some sort of mix-up, Mary Jo.
Right, the so-called teenagers should just get real jobs instead of putting us through this again. And jackalopes on the turtle marimbas.
Songs? Let's turn the sound off and pretend it's a silent movie.
Original, if you don't count High School Hero, Junior Prom, and Freddie Steps Out.
I guess the guy is sick of these movies, too.
Oh, Sam Katzman, I'm going to clockwork orange your eyeballs and make you watch your own movies.
The crypt where Whitney High is buried.
Remember, no need to come back tomorrow. You're done. Goodbye, Lee. No need to come back tomorrow. No need to come back. Goodbye.
Well, there they go, Miss Hinklefink. Another term, another graduation.
But Lee just
That's
keeps
the way it's been
re-enrolling.
And for the last 28 years, I've been asking you not to call me Owen, and I don't intend to ask you again.
I told you to call me Sex Monster.
Hope you have a nice vacation.
Say, have you kids decided what you're going to do this summer?
Oh, we'll probably go down to the beach.
The beach? That's no good. It's too crowded. Why, my uncle took me to the beach every year for 7 years, and I still haven't seen the water.
That's the liquid blue stuff, right?
Stay home this summer, catch up on my reading.
Hey, Betty, that's great. I'm planning on staying home myself, but maybe I could take you out someday.
Oh, I'll be reading nights, too.
I'll be reading How to Deal with Difficult
You wouldn't want to read on
People.
Saturday night.
Well, Saturday I'll probably go out
Well, swell. Where would you like to go?
to the library and read.
Betty and I are sisters from different misters. Is that how the saying goes? Is that how they say it?
Discussion.
Well, we were all deciding what we were going to do for our summer vacation.
Well, talking about summer vacation.
Oh, someone got flowers for Mother's Day and wasn't going to put them in a
I
vase.
don't know what the other teachers do, but I have something very unusual planned. I've just inherited a ranch out west, and I'm going to spend my vacation there.
A ranch?
Where they make ranch dressing?
Oh, boy, a ranch, that's for me. The West, romance, adventure.
Rope and steer, punching cows, the wild and woolly West.
Are you kidding? You don't even know what a cowgirl is.
I hope he finds out what a stampede is.
Oh, Lee.
I have a splendid idea. Why don't you boys and girls come and spend your summer with me? There's lots of room.
Unfortunately, it's a Lee-free
Well,
property.
on second thought, I don't know whether I could take care of you all by myself. Of course, if someone went with me to help me, someone like Professor Townley.
Well,
come on,
you
say
can do
it.
it. Yeah, say yes.
99 bottles of pop on the ball, 99 bottles of pop. Yes.
Take one down and pass it around. Sister city to Paris, France.
Alrighty, they're in LA, so where is out west? Like Venice Beach?
I know.
Well, here we are at last, children. Don't forget your bags now.
This is about as realistic as Tim Gunn competing on Survivor.
Wait.
Yeah, oh, I don't see the station wagon anywhere.
Perhaps we're a few minutes early. Anyway, it'll give me time to pick up the papers for the ranch.
Oh, I couldn't find your top coat, Miss Hinklefink.
I didn't bring it.
Yeah, but the nights get cold up here. Aren't you afraid the weather will disagree with you?
It wouldn't dare.
Yeah, cars put all the union horses out of work in westerns.
What an innocent time when they thought they could just watch us shooting from afar like storm chasing.
Oh, don't get excited now. Oh, there's the sheriff.
First they have to drive Miss Ridley in the 4th of July parade.
Masked bandits! Oh, this is terrible. Oh, Professor, we must take the next bus back.
Oh, you can't do that, Miss Hinklefink. After all, you know, you promised the children a vacation.
Oh, yes, I know. We can't stay here.
Now, don't worry. Have no fear. I'm here to protect you. Don't forget.
Oh, Owen, you're so...
Oh, he's one of those guys who gets women pregnant just by looking at them.
To the ranch now, is it?
Oh, yes, of course. Here's the papers. Oh, there's Mr. Sneed's office.
In case you didn't believe her.
Owen, would you mind?
Yeah. Oh, me. Would you accompany Miss Hinklefink, please? Oh, great. After 7 years of high school, I become a convoy. Let's go, Freddie.
Lee
Well,
Watkins,
that's that.
human
So
shield.
let's wait up here. Here we are.
Well, might as well pick up some extra law while I'm here.
Thank you, boys. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Professor, are you really as brave as Miss Hinklefink says you are?
Well, now, I wouldn't say that I was exactly brave, but of course I've had some very interesting experiences during my lifetime.
Once I purchased the wrong shave cream.
Well, I don't know.
Please, Professor.
Sure, come on, Professor.
Well, if you insist. All right, if you insist.
I had a hammer toe,
now, as
so
I
I didn't
remember,
get drafted, but it was
We were
very
trapped in
scary.
the heart of an African jungle. Hey, Freddie, well, wait, let's take a look around town. I want to see what one of those real Western saloons looks like. If it's the same as they are in the movies.
Oh, movies always depict everything realistically.
I don't know.
Hey, there's a couple Indians over there. Let's ask them.
Oh.
Just a minute.
Oh, hey, look over here, everyone. I think I see Bigfoot.
I just made a fresh batch of cream cheese pickle wraps. Who wants some?
Oh, that sounds great. Oh, no, I think I'm going into labor. Somebody boil some blankets.
Hey, it's time to open Christmas presents, everyone!
What do you think of Cardi B's new album?
Jack, look, man, don't hang me up with that kind of jive. I went out with high button shoes. If you want to know what a juice bar is, it's right across the street.
Oh, thanks.
That's where we're going.
Hold on there, man. If you were thinking of going in there, you're wrong. They won't let you in. You look too young.
And too idiotic.
Too young, huh? Hey, wait a minute. Freddie, that gives me an idea. Come on.
Thanks again. So,
I am woke and multicultural.
I think the one without the glasses is cute.
Don't be corny.
Don't say anything, just ignore the movie. You'll only encourage it.
To the left of us was a tiger. To the right of us was a leopard. And in back of us, a huge rhinoceros. There we were, hemmed in, without any ammunition. Closer and closer they came. And then finally I...
Heeded the zookeeper's warning about being too close to the fence.
Of course, Miss Hinklefink, things like that don't usually happen here.
We never dreamed the Whataburger would close.
That was the first bank robbery in Gulch's Gulch in the last 10 years.
But it's a fine time for it to happen, just when I bring a group of teenagers here. Naturally, I'm very nervous.
Maybe a little Sneed would take the edge off?
I can assure you, Miss Hinklefink, that you're perfectly safe.
If you don't count Lee's
Of
bad
course,
sense of
if
humor.
it should happen, we have Professor Townley to protect us.
And you can always depend on me. I'll be only too happy.
You're very kind, Mr. Sneed.
I'll get the papers ready. It'll take a few minutes. Excuse me.
Her hat looks like a really fancy toilet paper cozy, like something you'd have, Bridget. I mean, you always have elegant accoutrement.
Thank you. Oh, either the craps table is really high or he's really short.
I tell you, it couldn't have been anyone else who held up that thing.
Oh, you're plumb loco, Charlie. He ain't been around these parts for over 10 years.
Well, it's possible, ain't it? Listen, man.
And those who
When
identify?
Angel Face Harrigan held up a bank, he always wore a mask, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right.
And if you remember, he disappeared right after he killed the sheriff. It's never been proven if Angel Face was dead or not.
Okay, let's say it was him. But how you gonna catch him? Nobody knows what he looks like.
Just
He
like
always wore
Sia.
that mask.
He was one of my best customers. If you want to know what he looked like, I can show you.
I used Face Warp too, made it so funny.
One day he dropped a picture of himself out of his wallet. He was some man. Pretty tough, too.
John Waters,
Billy's a
human
kid.
raisin.
But there was one strange thing about him. He never took a drink in his life. Always drank milk.
Actually, milk is a drink.
bottle of milk on ice every day, or he'd have blown my brains out if I hadn't.
God, service jobs are so stressful.
Someday I expect him back. And I'm taking no chances.
It's unpasteurized. Ha ha! I'm getting even.
There he is.
Oh, look at his nice cowboy manicure.
Oh, nice hands.
One of the coldest-blooded killers the West ever had.
Let's reflect on that.
Boy, these are real sharp, ain't they?
Yeah, mighty sharp.
Hey, you got your guns on backwards.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, somebody needs a Brazilian wax.
Bridget, remember when I used to dress up like a cowboy to get into Liquor Lyle's before I was legal?
Maybe we better not go in. There may be some dangerous gamblers in there.
Oh, there's nothing to be afraid of. My uncle was a gambler. He dealt from the bottom of the deck.
Oh,
You gotta know when to hold 'em. When to hold 'em.
Nice.
We got guns, ain't we?
You know very well they're only guns.
Yeah, but they don't know it. Now, come on. And remember, act tough.
Okay.
I'm having doubts about the Disney Channel remake of Deadwood.
This was the breakout role for him that ended his career.
Milk.
Yes, sir. 2 glasses. Yes, sir. Stay.
You round up the boys. I'll tell the boss.
The boys are all in the hot tub. It won't be a minute.
See what I mean, Freddie? All you gotta do is act tough.
Hurry up with that.
Clumsy.
This isn't from California Cows.
I just saw him with my own eyes.
One of them is glass, but
I left
still.
him out in the desert. No, it's impossible. He couldn't have lived without food and water.
Well, he did. And instead of talking about it, you'd better go out there and take care of him. Remember, he's the only man outside of me that knows you killed Sheriff Taylor 10 years ago.
Barney Fife was never the same.
Never to be talked about.
All right, boss.
Where is he?
In the saloon.
And this time I'll make sure I get him.
Let me just put on my codpiece.
Catch.
Here's a bottle cap for you.
Okay, who left their glass of Parmesan Chablis?
Oh, this is just like the Breakfast Club.
Well, gentlemen, if I'm not too presumptuous, may I know where you've been?
It's your turn to massage my feet.
Buy some cowboy outfits. You like them?
Oh,
they're lovely. Oh, it's getting rather late. I think we should be getting along to the ranch now. Come.
Yes, of course. Well, let's go now. Come, let's hurry up.
Everybody into the car rental shuttle.
Hey, hi, man. Hi.
The aerodynamics work. He's breaking wind at 90.
Wait here.
And when you come in, just act like we don't know each other.
Is this Russ and Daughters?
He's gone.
That was a fun drive-in movie.
Sneed. They got away.
We psychically willed them to stay, but they didn't.
Never mind that, Sheriff. Did you pass anyone on the road on your way back?
Why, no.
Then he must have gone out that way. Sheriff, Angel Face Harrigan is back.
Angel Face Harrigan.
Angel Face Harrigan?
I wouldn't be too surprised if he was responsible for that bank holdup.
I wouldn't put it past him.
He couldn't be too far away. He was seen in the saloon just a few minutes ago. It looked like he was traveling on horseback.
But I'm not exactly sure what a horseback looks like.
Drive up Route 66.
Don't take any chances. Shoot him on sight, Sheriff. He's pretty dangerous, you know.
Yeah, due process is for losers.
I've got a personal score of my own to settle with Angel Face. He killed one of my best friends, Sheriff Taylor.
You sort of need to watch Riverdale from the beginning to know what's going on.
Nothing I love more than a 2-point turn.
Well, I guess that takes care of that.
Voted Motor Trend's longest wheelbase of all time.
Get the bags out of the car, boys.
Try not to giggle at how funny looking it is.
Comedy incoming!
Sorry,
I suppose you're Miss Hinklepick, ma'am.
I am.
I'm Jim Mattis, ma'am, the foreman of the ranch. Everyone calls me Big Jim.
I hope I find out why.
This is Professor Townley.
Now, how do you do? How do you do?
I'd like to have you meet the boys and girls. Dodie? Yes. And this is Dodie Rogers. This is Mr. Mattis, the foreman of the ranch. And Betty, her sister.
The weird thing is, he's only 5'8".
Hi.
Lee Watson.
Mighty proud to pump your paw, partner.
And Freddie Trimble.
Be careful. He sings at the drop of a
I
hat.
seen you somewhere before?
No, I don't think so. Unless you've ever been to Whitney.
Oh, I can't say that I have. Well, I guess I'm mistaken.
Guess so.
Well, ma'am, I suppose you'd all like to freshen up a bit.
Yeah, her
Boys will
hinkle
show you the
stinkles.
Bunks.
Yes, the men are going to sleep in the bunkhouse. There's room enough in the ranch house for the girls. Now we'll look after your luggage.
Riveting.
Finally, an accurate depiction of camp check-in.
Everything all right?
Everything is Jake.
Oh, Mr. Mattis,
This is my luggage.
Just call me Jim. Big Jim. The boys will take care of your luggage.
Check out my flat ass.
Big Jim.
Miss Hinklefink, the boys and I are going to do our best to make you all comfortable.
Thank you, Big Jim. You're very kind.
It's the kids from the rival hacienda.
Hello, Sheriff.
Hello, Jim.
Meet Miss Hinklefink.
Hello, Miss Hinklefink.
I'm very glad to know you, Sheriff.
Welcome to Gulch's Gulch.
Thank you.
Your uncle and I were very good friends. He was a fine man and one of the pioneers of our community. Came out here in the spring of '71 in a covered wagon. And
Hippies.
You look just like him.
Maybe that's why he used a covered wagon.
Oh my God.
I
What?
just stopped by to ask you folks to be on the lookout for any suspicious persons.
Or a
Angel
Yeti.
Face Harrigan may be hiding out around these parts.
Angel Face Harrigan.
Angel Face Harrigan.
He's a dangerous killer. He's up at nothing.
We'll keep our eyes open, Sheriff, and if we see anything, well, we'll let you know.
Thank you. I hope you have a pleasant stay here.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
What a pleasant APB about a dangerous killer who will stop at nothing.
Well, got that done.
A guy and a girl were parked at Makeout Point. It was pitch black when suddenly, out of nowhere, come on, Freddie!
Oh, it's almost like a power grab.
I know! I mean, come on, they graduated. They don't have to take this anymore.
Where the deer antelope
Well, Sharon Stone is there and loving it.
a discouraging word, and the sky.
I never, until this moment, realized how much my girlfriend looks like Dominic Dunn.
Jack Johnson channeling Nick Drake would find this vibe too mellow.
Dodie is mentally ordering things from Forever 21.
Is that buck scent I smell, Owen?
A discouraging word, and the
Her sound-canceling earmuff hair helps a lot.
cloudy old
Hey, string section, you guys want to come over closer to the fire? You must be getting eaten alive by mosquitoes.
where the deer and the antelope play.
But what do the deer and the antelope play?
Where seldom is heard a discouraging. And the sky.
Next, his down-tempo version of the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Owen, Professor Townley.
Will you check me for ticks?
What would you say if I asked you to marry me?
I wouldn't say anything, Miss Hinklefink. A man can't possibly talk and laugh at the same time.
She'll take that as a yes.
Oh, I wish you'd get over these silly ideas. You should have a young, handsome man.
But I don't want a young, handsome man.
I want an old man with shiny shins.
Hey, Betty, couldn't you find a better time to read that book?
Oh, but I can't stop now. It's too interesting.
Quint is about to be eaten by
What could
Jaws.
be more interesting than a beautiful night like this?
this book is. It's called The Famous Men of the West. It's about men like Jesse James, Billy the Kid, the Dalton brothers.
Those thugs.
The Jackson
I read about
Five.
them when I was going to grammar school.
Thugs, but they were men. Full of adventure, thrilling, romantic. Like,
Duh.
not like the boys of today.
Yeah, well, you ought to be thankful you're not living in those days, wife. Wouldn't dare read a book while sitting with Jesse James.
A girl wouldn't have to read a book if she were sitting with Jesse James.
Yeah, well...
I hope Superman hates you.
I've been reading interesting things about the men of the Wild West.
You have?
Yes. Those were the days when our real heroes rode across the prairie. And in the far distance, the howling of the coyotes could be heard.
And their poo could be
men
found
were
on my
men.
deck.
You know, I think Betty's right.
What, you two? Well, if you don't mind, I'd just soon not talk about it. In fact, I don't want to talk about anything. I'm going to bed.
Oh, now don't tell me you're getting a crush on that ranch foreman.
What if I am? He's handsome and he's strong.
And he knows how to
If I was some tough
code.
guy, you'd like me much better, wouldn't you?
I didn't say that.
Well, you practically did. And I suppose if I was some bank robber or a bandit, you'd think I was real great.
Maybe I would.
Well, all right, Miss Smart Alec, I am a bank robber. But I wouldn't have anything to do with that little small-time bank robbery we had in town today.
You make me mad.
If you'll excuse me, ma'am, I'll see you a little later.
Check out my flat ass.
Big news for you. Do you know that Boston robbery about 2 years ago? I did that. Do you know that Washington Mint robbery? This is the little boy that staged the whole
Go
thing.
farther in the woods if you're
And
gonna
if you think for a
pee.
minute I let my victims live, don't be silly. Why, I've killed so many I've run out of notches for my gun.
Why, you...
Comedy callback!
Hello, Big Jim.
Hello, Miss Doty.
I enjoyed your guitar playing very much.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, don't go. I'd like to talk to you.
And glare
I really don't
oddly.
have much time.
Oh, listen, how does it feel having girls on the ranch for a change?
Well, I don't know exactly. Now, if you'll
Oh,
excuse
don't
me.
go. I didn't mean to ask you that. I was very wrong, but...
Okay, she
I
has
bet you
the
do
flirting
have lots of
abilities
girls
of a
chasing
leaf
you.
blower.
Tell me,
I so get
you
her.
married?
I've got a wife in 3 states and 25 children. Now, if you don't mind, I have something more important to do.
Men. They're all alike.
They robbed Scrooge McDuck.
You'd have gotten a laugh out of the way the boys fooled the sheriff, boss. They left him enough tracks to keep him busy for a week.
Boys, we can't afford to get careless, especially now.
Boys, are you being careless in there, especially now?
Angel Face Harrigan's on the ranch.
On what ranch?
The Hinklefink Ranch. He's disguising himself as a schoolboy.
By wearing those weird skinny
He's
sweatpants.
even bragging about
No
his horse.
kidding.
He is, eh? Now I get it. He's probably trying to muscle in on that $100,000 silver shipment. Well, he ain't going to get away with it.
You want me to take the boys out to the ranch and take care of them?
Well,
I can do it myself. You'd never suspect me.
I'm that dull.
but it's got to be done fast.
Don't worry about that. By tomorrow, Angel Face Harrigan's life won't be worth 2 cents.
Check out my flat ass.
Okay, Betty is adorable. I'm sorry, she just is.
And so is he in a different way.
Oh my God, he's a baby.
They did that on purpose.
What would you like to do this morning?
I'd like to look at my phone hidden in my
I
book.
need some more heroes, huh? Shouldn't even ask. Hey, Doty. Maybe you'd like to go horseback riding with me, huh?
It would be a pleasure.
Let's go before they run out of miniature ponies.
Happily ever after.
Very funny. You know, you should be on the radio.
Oh, well, thanks. Thanks a lot. I'm glad you appreciate my talent. Well, so long, Muscles.
MJ, I think that's an inside joke.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let him get away with this.
Yeah, but what am I going to do about it?
Well, why don't you learn to ride a horse?
Who, me? On a horse?
Don't tell me you're afraid.
All right, so I'm afraid. So what?
So plenty. Fear is just a figment of the imagination. It's a question of mind over matter.
If he says, if you don't mind, it don't matter, I am quitting,
I'm not afraid of
Bridget.
anything.
Oh no, don't
I
leave
haven't
me.
got a mind. What am I saying?
Well, you don't want everybody to think you're a coward, do you?
Well, no, not.
Well, then you're going to learn to ride a horse.
Oh, nothing like being emasculated by your girlfriend's sister.
Oh, no, I don't know anything about riding horses. Where did she come from?
I don't
Glendale.
know. Maybe she's a cigar salesman.
Excuse me.
Sure. Did you want to talk to me? How do you like that? An Indian bobby soxer.
Come on.
See ya.
Oh, good morning, Big Jim. You doing some hunting?
Why, no. I mean, yes, Miss Rogers.
Oh, you can call me Betty.
And you can call me Al.
If you'll pardon me, ma'am, I have some work in the stables.
Or I'll go along and help. Wouldn't you like that?
Well, maybe, but I don't know about the horses.
I don't get it, yet I know it's not funny.
Now look, Freddie, I've never been on a horse before, but I'm not afraid. Well, I'll show you how to be firm, strong, how to take the bull by the horns.
Yeah, well, this is not a bull and it doesn't have horns.
Oh.
I think this particular actor had some trouble with horse a little later in life.
Help me into this thing. Okay. Up.
Right into the horse's lap pool.
Marlboro Ultra Light Country.
Help! Help! Whoa! Whoa! Stop it! Stop him, Roy! Help! Help!
I'm coming. Hang on!
I hope Dodie doesn't hit a low branch or something.
Okay, well, these actors are okay, but what about Dodie and Roy?
Look, I agreed to do all this, but I'm only going to sit on the horse, that's all.
Well, get you one.
You know, sometimes I wonder if love is worth all this.
Me too.
And what it's got to do with it.
You looking for something?
Oh, say, Big Jim, have you got a horse for Freddie? A nice tame one?
Tame one? Yeah, I think I got a nice one for him.
Oh, that's swell. I don't want him to kill himself.
When he dies, it'll be by my hand.
Yeah. Don't worry, son. I'll pick out a special horse for him.
Thanks. I'll go tell him.
Eddie. Get the killer.
I fixed it.
On second thought, let's call the whole thing off, huh?
Some women like cowards.
No, you don't. You made a promise and you're going to keep it.
Well, all right.
Here they are now.
There now, isn't that a pretty horse?
Is it?
I once kicked a man to death for feeding me the wrong brand of oats.
First you have to get acquainted. Come on, pet him.
Well, what's his name?
The killer.
The killer. I'll see you later.
Hey!
Hey, wait a minute. Look.
We came to see Freddie die.
I'll ride this horse if it kills me. Jim, help me up.
That's the spirit.
Some camera angles should be illegal.
Look out!
Oh, stop!
He's on the killer. Isn't that Jerry Lee Lewis?
Hey, look.
Stop this thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I don't want to miss anything gruesome.
Stop! Stop!
What's happening?
Oh, poor Freddie!
Oh, stop! What happened?
I don't know.
Stop this.
Oh, I can't watch. He'll be killed.
Oh, stop!
Hang on, buddy, hang on. Keep his head up. Keep his head up. Hang on.
Even Gilbert Gottfried finds his voice grating.
He'll get killed. Don't just hang there. Do something.
Nothing you can do. Well, he falls off, the horse gets tired.
Riding the mechanical pony outside the Kroger did nothing to prepare him for this.
Oh, stop this thing.
But boy, he's doing great.
Look! Stop!
Oh, it's slowing down!
He's getting tired. Oh, boy, that's the best bronc busting I've seen in years.
Settle down, Al Michaels.
Come on. How in the world can we get her?
That was great. I told you could do it.
Freddie, you're wonderful! I take back everything I've said!
Oh, Mary Jo, I want to know everything she said.
Somebody get some water.
Okay, I'll get it.
Freddie! Speak to me! Speak to me, Freddie!
Speak to you.
Say something
Can't
wimpy
even
like
hear you.
usual.
Oi. On?
Here, make him drink this.
What happened?
You fainted, Freddie.
Fainted?
Yeah, well,
From what?
Flannel overdose.
oh, come on. It'll be good for you.
Well, what did I eat from?
You just rode a bucking bronc.
A bucking bronc. Oh.
Yeah, that's got to be hard on the meat and two veg.
Relaxing after a big day full of adventure and excitement.
What excitement. Our dear alumni of Whitney will never believe what Freddie Trimble did today.
Oh, that was nothing. Anybody could have.
Fainted repeatedly.
Hey, it's coming this way.
Hey,
Come on, let's go see what cooks.
Come on.
An orchestra! What girl can resist a bad boy cellist?
Hi.
Hi.
I beg your pardon for bothering you people, but we couldn't get any rooms in the hotel in town. And we were just wondering if you folks could sort of put us up for the night.
Fair warning, I'm a sleep screamer.
That is, if Miss Hinklefink agrees. You see, she owns the ranch.
What's all this commotion about? We don't want any strangers here. There's been a lot of trouble in town. I'll call the sheriff.
I think you're a little hasty, Miss Hinklefink. I take it this young man is an orchestra leader and looking for a place for he and his boys to spend the night.
Because he just said exactly that.
Mr. Wall, this is Miss Hinklefink, and these are her young guests for the summer.
Don't bother getting to know them, they all suck.
To grant you her hospitality for the night.
Oh, of course I would, Wald. I'm so sorry, but of course, you understand it's the West.
Yes.
That's a good excuse for almost wasting a guy.
Great. Do you suppose that after the boys freshen up a little bit, well, you think that maybe they'd, do you think they would...
What Freddie means, Mr. Wall, is if you and the boys, that is, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, would it?
No, no trouble.
You're asking me to buy you drugs, right?
We canceled Pictionary night for this garbage. Boo!
Oh. He's just a music man now, but during the war he killed 15 Nazis with that clarinet.
This here's a little ditty called I Love Khaki.
I'm sorry, but I don't find this bus-worthy.
Mr. Fred Rogers on drums.
We've read about dancing, but we've never seen it.
Looks fun, but this is actually a resurgence of the dancing plague of 1518.
He gets to be band leader because he has the highest pants. Those are the rules.
Oh, look at that, Mary Jo. Fire marshals were very lenient back then.
Evidently. That's right, fall under the spell of my generic swing music.
Okay, MJ, imagine being the grandkids of these people and you find this movie and it's your grandma and grandpa. It's so weird.
I think it'd be cool. I want to know who decorated the ranch house like a Gothic castle.
Freddie, have I told you today how I despise your fake charm and girly voice?
Well, I know my little schnauzer with the cotton candy hair. Hard to believe these guys went on to become ELO.
How Miss Hinklefink got a groove back.
I think we're caught in a time loop. I think this is forever.
We await your command, O clarinet god. Yeah, they also watched the plumber like this when he came to fix the toilet.
At a certain point, you're just too old for Harry Potter cosplay.
Okay, this is like when your third grader brings home a recorder from school, but in movie form.
It's very loud, but on the plus side, it's also shrill.
And the home of the brave. Let's play baseball.
If they liked that, wait till they hear his 45-minute tuba solo.
Come in. Well, you're playing on tough luck today, Charlie.
You've lost 200 consecutive Go Fish games.
He's a miracle man, boss. I tried everything. I tried shooting him. I tried to make him meet with an accident. I even tried poisoning.
Am I a bad murderer?
He's like a cat with 9 lives.
Well, you stupid fool, you blundering idiot. I should have known better than let him such a job. Round up the boys and take care of Angel Face.
Sure, boss.
And no slip up this time.
Who knows how many more of these movies there'll be in if he's left alive?
When I saw you on that bronc yesterday, Freddie, I could hardly believe my eyes.
Well, if you want to know the truth, I got on the horse because I was jealous.
How about you take your hands out of there, Freddie?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you tune into the same program tomorrow, you could hear the next thrilling episode of Life Can Be Horrible. Will Dodie leave Freddie, or will Freddie leave Dodie?
And will their weird friend ever shut up?
I've never heard it.
Why don't you get lost?
Oh, come on, let's go for a walk.
Sure.
There. Hey, I'm hungry. Let's go eat. Hey, that's for me.
Eating is actually for a lot of people, like everyone.
You know, men are fools to go with women.
Yeah, but can you think of a better thing for him to go with?
He was hitting on you, Lee.
Hey, Lee, I got a terrific idea. Let's pull a gag on Freddie.
A gag?
Yeah, we'll get a couple of the ranch hands to pretend they're masked bandits and have them hold Freddie up. It'll scare the wits out of him.
Yeah, it wouldn't take
Your
much.
idea of a gag, I don't think it's very funny.
Oh, the trouble with you is you have no sense of humor.
Well, you can just count me out.
Okay, I'll get a couple of boys and take care of it myself. See you later.
Oh, Bridget, I bet you could wear a holster. You rock just about everything.
Oh, thank you. I think I'll try it.
Let's sit out for a while, huh?
It's a good thing they wore their clown pants.
Hey, Freddie, I gotta tell you something. Hey, Freddie, Roy's gonna pull a gag on you.
He told Al Capone you stole some of his money.
There he is, men. Get up your mask. I don't want anyone to recognize you. I'll stay here in case someone comes along.
And I'm right in the middle of a driveway moment.
Hey, look, here they are.
Masked bandits. Fake holder. I'll fix them. Lee, give me your cap guns.
What for?
Never mind, give them to me.
Costumes by Temple Grandin.
Now we'll just stay here until they come. Reach! Get their guns, Ace.
Sure, boss.
Hi, can I have your guns? Thanks.
You boys shouldn't listen to people who send you out on dangerous missions.
We didn't mean it. It wasn't our fault. He made us do it.
You know, I've got a good mind to plug all of you right now.
I'm actually nervous the gun is going to go off. Now I'm really mad at these stupid teenagers.
Give us a fair chance.
Do you think for a minute I'd waste a bullet on you cowards? Go on, beat it!
You heard what the boss said?
Yeah, she's the boss of the boss.
Look at him run.
Did you see the expressions on their faces when you said you're going to shoot them?
And if they only knew there were only cap guns.
With bullet caps.
Okay, so they didn't feel the difference in the weight of the holsters?
They wore masks.
Yeah, okay.
I bet you they were real bandits. They might have even been the guys that held up the bank. Real bandits?
I think I'm gonna faint.
Oh, he's always bringing up his vasovagal syncope.
What's there to be afraid of? You were face to face with them today and you weren't scared.
That's right, Freddie. You became a real hero, unconsciously.
Patsy Cline looks on.
Great men I've been reading about. You're just like one of them, Freddie.
Well, I guess it kind of does sort of make me like a hero.
Oh, Freddie, you're wonderful.
I'm crazy.
You're wonderful.
Crazy.
Where's that big cowpuncher now, Freddie? I've taken all I'm got. I'm going to get out of here.
Wait a minute.
I go
They
walking
must have been after someone.
after midnight.
One of you.
One of us?
Well, don't look at me. I'm not the one they were after.
Me either.
Well, me either, and I'm just an extra.
It must have been.
Who, me? But I didn't do anything.
But you must have.
Otherwise, what would they want you for?
And why should they want to kill you?
Why wouldn't they?
Oh, kill me, but I'm innocent. I don't want to die. Freddie, you gotta save me.
Save you? But what can I do?
I don't know, but you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Make him save me.
Sure, it's your duty to catch those bandits, Freddie. And I know you can do it.
Are you kidding? All that character could ever catch is a cold.
Okay, did Wally Jones punch up the script?
Of course he isn't.
Okay, wise guy, you'll take that back after I catch those bandits.
Oh, yeah? How are you going to catch them if you don't even know what they look like? You said yourself they were wearing masks.
Of Reagan, Carter, Nixon, and Johnson.
I'd know his voice anywhere. Seems to me I heard it in town or on the ranch.
But I'm always hearing voices.
Oh, well, that's great. Why don't you just go into town, get everybody into one room, and then sneak around and listen to their voices? When you find the one you recognize, just call the sheriff, and that's it.
Oh, that's fine. By the time we do that, I won't be here anymore.
Wait a minute, Roy's got something there.
But how'll we get the whole town together?
Oh, tell him Rita Hayworth is
we
bringing
ran a dance,
cookies for everyone.
And we had it right here on the ranch, and we invited everybody.
Well, do you think they'd come?
Well, they will if we do it the right way.
Her hairstyle is an off-label use of bumpets.
A dance right here on the ranch. It would be exciting. Don't you think so, Professor?
Why, yes,
just think. Dancing under the stars on the moon.
She wants to moon Owen.
Romantic.
That's swell. Then at the same time, we could be listening for the...
Of course, we've got to have a Western band.
Or dubstep would be fun,
We
too.
could have a square dance and a holdout. Oh, it's a splendid idea, isn't it, Professor?
Why, yeah.
Then we'll do it.
Hey, Bridget, is this what it was like when you chaperoned your kids' stuff?
Don't you worry. I know just the man that can help us out with everything.
She's got to fix
I
her.
don't know. Seems I just can't trust anyone anymore. I send you boys out on a simple mission, and you don't know how to do it.
But, boss, we tried. Tell you, he's too dangerous. Before we could do anything, he had his guns on us.
He must have eyes in the back of his head the way he shot that gun out of my hand.
I've heard enough.
Lights out or the slumber party is canceled.
Gentlemen's forgotten the silver shipment. It arrives tomorrow.
Sure, we know that, boss, but...
I don't want any buts.
Unless they're Steve's.
All I want is to get rid of Angel Face. And that's the way it's going to be if I have to do it myself.
Hey, look, boss.
We have a door.
I wonder what she wants. You boys wait here for me while I brush her off.
Somebody get my lint roller.
Well, Miss Hinklefink, how nice to see you. And how's everything at the ranch?
Oh, just fine, Mr. Sneed. Mr. Sneed, I'd like to ask a favor of you.
A favor?
Yes.
A favor? A favor's being asked. A favor.
You know, a sort of a real Western housewarming. And I want you to ask everyone in town up to the ranch.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Everyone in town.
This movie
Well,
would be
it'd be just
10 minutes if people stopped repeating the last thing said.
Stop repeating the last thing said?
The last thing said.
Thank you, Mr. Steve. Now, there's one other thing. I'd like to get a band, a real Western band. Do you know where I could find one?
I was the Pamela DeBar of my generation, you know.
Western band. Spade Cooley.
Oh, Mr. Sneed, you're so kind.
And now you just leave everything to me. Everybody will be at your dance tomorrow.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Steed. You know, if I weren't practically engaged to Professor Townley, I could go for you.
Do not mess with Miss Hinklefink's feminine wiles.
Where do you want your cat litter?
That's going to be a great haul.
There must be about 300 bags of silver in that load.
All right, gentlemen, let's get down to business.
Welcome to this week's accountability
I've arranged for
group.
everyone in town to be at the dance at the Hinklefink Ranch tonight, including the sheriff, which will be a perfect setup for our bank transaction.
You're a scamp,
Except for
Earl.
one thing. Someone's going to be missing at that dance tonight.
What do you mean, boss?
The only one that won't be there will be Angel Face Harrigan. Everyone, including the sheriff, will think that he did it.
But they need everyone there.
Yeah,
Everyone.
I know.
But how do you know Angel Face will be missing from that dance?
That, gentlemen, will be up to you. And this time,
don't worry.
We'll screw it up in no time.
Alice, they won't have won the National Raccoon Mambo Championship except some guy slipped in a Spade Cooley record.
There's more people in the band than there is in the town.
They take roll call and everyone was there.
Stop with the tongue.
Hello, Sheriff. Having a good time?
Fine, Miss Hinklefink. It's a wonderful dance.
Oh, thank you. Tell me, Sheriff, did you ever find that bandit you were looking for? Pretty Face Harrigan?
You mean Angel Face Harrigan? No, ma'am, I didn't. but I will someday.
Oh, I'm sure you will. Now, would you mind excusing me, Sheriff? It's a little stuffy in here. Coming, Professor?
Yes, indeed.
Let me show you some of my Beyonce moves.
I haven't made up my mind whether to buy a cow or a bicycle.
You'd look silly riding around on a cow.
I'd feel a lot sillier milking a bicycle.
But then you could revolutionize the dairy alternative industry.
Every day.
Horace, if you keep talking like that to me, I'm going home to my mother.
Yeah, and if you keep nagging the way you're doing, I'm going back to my wife.
I'm sure she's waiting breathlessly for you.
I didn't hear anyone that even sounded like him.
Me neither.
How about Lee?
Sorry, he's still in the movie.
Still listening.
What are you staring at?
Oh, I was just watching.
Well, I ain't doing nothing.
Well, then you stand here and let me sit next to her.
Warby Parker, like him?
You're ugly.
You're drunk.
You're still ugly.
You're still drunk.
Yeah, but tomorrow he'll be sober.
Maybe, but you don't get a hangover from being ugly.
Nothing, huh?
No. What are we going to do now? Why, we've listened to practically every conversation on the dance floor.
Every conversation on the dance floor. Bum, 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 bum.
I thought you knew what he looked like. All I have is a description, and there are hundreds of people that would fit it. You wait right here. I'll be back in a minute, Sheriff.
I'm just gonna ghost you.
I love this cover of Flight of the Bumblebee. Shift's over. See ya.
Excuse me, but you're Freddie Trimble, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Well, I understand you sing. Would you like to do a number for the folks?
Well,
Oh, go on, Freddie.
Yeah, you might as well. We've listened to everybody else's voice. It's about time they listen to yours.
That's what they said to Chris Tucker, and look where that got us.
what would you like to hear?
Once in a while.
Good deal. I'll announce you.
Okay.
Chord and G, boys.
And next, an A flat.
Friends, I have a surprise for you. Freddie Trimble is going to sing Once in a While.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. He doesn't sing once in a while. He sings all the time.
Once in a while, will you try to give one little thought to me? Though someone
In memoriam of the poor, disappeared third sister.
nearer your heart.
Yeah, where did she go?
No.
Once in a
I can't believe Dances with Wolves rejected me.
Will you think of the moments I shared with you? Moments before we two.
Just focus on his forehead.
Just cannot get enough scope.
Smoldering ember, one spark may remain. If love,
One sister out of the way, you're next.
that spark may burn again. I know that I'll be contented with
Giant wallet donated by Mary Poppins.
memories, knowing you'll think of me once in a while.
Lee, could you move just a tad so I could see?
In love, smoldering ember,
Oh, please, no yummy sounds.
it may remain and still can remember, dear, that spark may burn again. I know that I'll be contented with yesterday.
come on, Freddie. You're a teenager. You could be singing Pop, Lock It, Drop It.
Knowing you think of me.
This is my girlfriend, Katie Lang.
Gosh, I remember when my voice was that high.
Never mind what I'm going to do with this official sheriff business.
Fine. He really got a big hand. Too bad we didn't get a look at him.
She picked a weird way to protest the Cleveland Indians.
Well, that was great, Freddie.
Never mind that. Do you hear anybody else's voice?
Just my dogs.
Listening to yours. Uh-oh. Here she is again.
I beg your pardon, miss. I don't know you and I don't know who you are, but you've been following me around for about 3 days now. Is there anything I can do for you? My ring? What for?
Well, she might have to decode something.
Indians do.
Oh, is that it? Well, I'm sorry, miss. I can't give it to you.
Go on, Freddie. Give it to her. It's only a cheap ring. I was with you when you bought it in a 5 and 10. Besides, it might make her feel unhappy if you don't.
Oh, this is the most
Indians'
roundabout
trinkets are a token of
anti-peer
friendship
pressure
and goodwill.
PSA I've ever seen.
All right.
So I don't get why they couldn't find a real Native American, like Natalie Wood or something.
I know.
That's a fine thing, Freddie Trimble. Every time my back is turned, you start flirting with another girl.
But he wasn't flirting with anybody, Dodie.
Wasn't flirting? Then you tell me why he gave her a ring.
Fashionably late cowboys.
There he is.
But believe me, Dodie, there was nothing to it.
Nothing to it.
Oh, she was just an Indian girl looking for trinkets, that's all.
Oh, I see.
Sorry,
An
we're
Indian girl looking for
recasting.
trinkets. I suppose that smile she gave you didn't mean a thing. Well, you listen to me, Freddie Trimble. Come back here. I'll find you when I do, and I'll really tell you off. Freddie, stop hiding from it. Come on out and face the music like a man. Freddie! Freddie!
Don't know why we didn't take her the first time. Oversight on our part.
That ought to hold him for a while.
Okay, boys, let's see how the bosses do.
The Geneva Convention requires we give them at least 5 minutes alone to try to escape.
Woot! So pumped for the robbery!
Meanwhile, back on the set of 2.5 Men.
We'll never get out of here.
And if it hadn't been for you, we never would have gotten into this.
He had nothing to do with it if it hadn't been for you wanting to put on a big dance so we could listen to everybody speak.
If only I could walk somewhere and get help.
Yes, and you. I'm not finished with you, Freddie Trimble. Just you with that trinket girlfriend of yours.
I don't know what you're getting so hot under the collar for no reason at all.
I will say, the teenagers sure use the heck out of their prop office furniture.
Brother.
Say, will you kids stop arguing? I'm going to try to call a ranch and get some help.
Yeah, that's good.
Let's use the ET-approved procedure.
Look, operator, would you please get me the Bar Hinkle-Fake Ranch?
Yay, Joan Cusack, I love her.
Everybody in town went there tonight. Are you going too?
Look, operator,
It'd be so nice if I could go with you. You sound like you have a nice, young voice. You are young, aren't you?
That's what we want to
when I
know.
started this conversation. Look, operator, will you please get me the Hinkle-Fake Ranch? This is a matter of life and death.
Hey, Charlie, one of them's on the phone.
I swear that thing is going to grow out of his ear.
Who do you think you're calling?
Well,
He was calling his mother.
Yeah, I was calling my mother.
Sure, she might be worried about him.
She always thinks he's going to get kidnapped by cowboys.
After all, you know how mothers are.
Yeah. My mother was like that. Always worrying about me. Never would let me go out and hold up a bank, no less than I had my long underwear on.
In 100-degree weather.
Like
and I had to rob the bank uphill both ways.
I wish you were here.
Wish I could bring my mother back.
I wish I could bring Sexy back. I never use it.
Do you have the receipt?
I still remember how she looked, with her silver hair and wrinkled forehead.
Ah, yes, mother. M-O-T-H-E-R.
With a capital M that rhymes with P, that stands for pool.
Even though her hair has turned to silver, I'll remember all of my...
Oh, they've also got the full string orchestra in the back, gagged.
And how she used to cheer me up when I had worries.
What?
How she used to hold me in her arms, and her little smile that always meant so much.
I don't know what accent he's trying to do either.
Will still be there when she grows old, believe me.
Just passing a kidney stone.
Her hair has turned to silver. Her heart always will be made of gold.
Ah, yes. Even though her hair
The
has
rope,
turned
Freddie,
silver.
not her zipper.
Don't you remember how your mother used to sit before the fireplace?
Glancing over her racing form.
Ah, yes. Mother, Mom! Just 3 little letters.
All asking for money.
And grandkids.
And you remember how on cold nights she used to hold you in her arms?
Jeez, Dodie, you smell like Red Bull close up.
Hold me in her arms, and sometimes she used to give me a hot foot.
My mother gave me her complexion.
She did, and yours is so beautiful.
She kept on smiling and showing her teeth. Ah, her teeth. They were pearls.
And Pearl was glad to get rid of them.
All Lee's jokes are from the manager's special bin.
And the love and affection and happiness she gave you. Could you buy those things with money? Could you buy love with money? Could you buy happiness with money?
You're darn right you could. Bridget, he's infected us.
I know.
Me, even though her hair has turned.
Okay, Mary Jo, I have to say this song is kind of making me wonder and think.
Yeah?
I've decided not to go gray.
Do you think we could talk about this after work?
Well, I guess.
When we go out for cocktails?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know I've been thinking about it for a while, so.
I think you'd look beautiful.
Really, Mary Jo, you'd rather watch this than talk about my hair color?
Hey, look!
So that's what they're up to.
Hey, let's take the car and get the sheriff.
I'm sure the sheriff will appreciate not having to drive to yet another crime scene.
Father who made me what I am today.
Mismatched banker chairs. So now.
Angel Face Harrigan! What?
No blinker. Typical.
What happened? What was all the shooting about? Where's Angel Face?
They all got away.
You stupid fools, why didn't you chase them?
We couldn't. They stole our car.
Well, didn't anybody else drive to work?
Not much time. He's liable to try anything. Give us a hand. There's at least 50 bags in there. Keep rolling.
Because I don't want to take the PCH, Dodie.
Okay, we'll valet it.
That's him.
Which one?
The one without the glasses.
You wait. Me talk to him first.
Yeah, props to the music for making this seem exciting.
How?
Did I agree to this role?
Fine time to meet a Western traffic cop.
Say, what's this all about? We're in a hurry.
We have power. We smoke pipe apiece.
Look, can't we do this later on? We've got to see the sheriff.
We don't have time to take part in your grossly negligent cultural depictions.
No.
Gee, I guess they're a tribe of former bouncers.
We've got to get to the sheriff before it's too late.
Look, Chief, maybe you can tell us what all this is about, but we've got to get out of here. We're in a hurry.
Smoke. You smoke. This big celebration. Me show you now.
Yeah, but what are we celebrating?
My daughter is going to accept an Academy Award on behalf of Marlon Brando.
What?
You gave her a ring. In my tribe, it means you married now.
Yeah, well, not in my tribe. All right, Bud, don't get physical.
Now we go on with celebration.
Oh, how I hate themed bridal showers.
How about if I do some magic tricks, huh?
Yeah.
No time for tricks now. We finished celebration.
Oh, yeah, but this is real good magic. Black magic.
Oh, I knew Lee was the devil.
I shall return in a moment unharmed. Now, as the eye can plainly see, there's nothing on this side of the blanket and nothing on this side of the blanket. Now, I hold it up in plain sight and pronounce a few magic words. Alakazam.
The end would be magical words for me.
And we remove the blanket and there's nothing there. I'm gonna get out of here.
Pretty much what all magicians end up saying.
Hiccup!
Wow, they really underestimated on the food.
Sheriff, quick, come with me.
Angel Face, you're under arrest and no tricks.
But the bank, it's being held up.
I don't believe it, and you're coming with me.
Our one tray of turkey and Swiss rollers.
Come on, let's get him.
I was going to be busy all day. I had to drop off some guns at Jimmy's to match some silencers he had gotten, and to head to pick up my brother at the hospital.
The bank robbers local will only allow one bag per hand per trip.
Zero to 60 in about an hour.
Yeah, you really have to see a flat to believe it.
Yeah, the music is really helping. Oh, that Indian food is going to slide right out of me.
Squeeze and shuffle, squeeze and shuffle.
Was every car in this movie made for the Archduke?
Oh, he'll have to move the seat way up.
Come on, man! You and your men take the rest of the silver into my office.
One piece at a time.
This stunt was done without a backup camera.
My ear!
What?
My ear!
What?
My ear!
What?
Okay, wait a minute. Who are we again?
Jeez, Ralph. Watch the jackrabbit start.
I just know Freddie wanted the chase to last long enough to hear a commercial-free segment of Michael Medved.
When do they chase down that curvy road in San Francisco and end up in the Bay?
Cinema's classic handbrake sounds.
Okay, fellas, find a place to park and then we can resume gunplay.
Sheriff, quick, I got the money.
Well, Sheriff, you got here just in time. There's your man. And we caught him red-handed with the silver from the bank.
Say, what are you talking about? I didn't rob any bank. It was him.
What's all this about, Sheriff?
Miss Hinkle think this is the man we've been looking for, Angel Face Harrigan.
Well, Angel Face Harrigan?
Angel Face Harrigan?
Why, there must be some mistake, Sheriff. This is Freddie Trimble.
There's no mistake, ma'am. Here's a picture of Angel Face Harrigan.
Why, it's preposterous. It couldn't be Angel Face Harrigan.
Why, nonsense. I've known him ever since he was a little boy.
And this guy's hair is feathered.
Prove it in court. He'll be given a fair trial.
Trial nothing. This man's Angel Face Harrigan, and we're going to deal with him right now.
Take it easy, Sneed. This is my job, and I'll handle it in my own way.
Tickle torture.
We're not going to let him get away again, are we?
No!
Jeez. Whoa.
He's escaped from the law before, and he can do it again.
The first man that lays a hand on Angel Face will get a bullet through him.
Pay no attention to the sheriff, folks. Let's string him up now.
Not without a permission slip from Freddie's parents, you don't.
Doesn't anyone lock the car and take the keys in this movie?
Big boy action, Roy.
Tiny pants sold separately.
Watch out for the pothole.
Bridget, have you ever been involved in a car chase?
Oh my gosh. I never told you. Okay, once I was walking in a parking lot and a Mary Kay lady tracked me in her pink caddy and told me she liked my confident energy and she might have a job opportunity for me.
Well, what happened?
Pretty much this.
God can't do this. It's illegal. I'll
But
take it to the
first,
Supreme
a
Court.
song.
President!
I'm sorry, Miss Hinklepink, but it has to be.
Sneed, if you go through with this, you're just as guilty as he is.
Thanks.
I think Freddie makes kind of a cute pinata.
And pull him up.
Wait a minute, hold everything.
I'm here with Freddie's last meal.
You get in there. This guy tried to get away with the bank money. Go on, tell him about it.
Sheriff, the only one who
God,
guessed
he's dull.
was his idea to
Whatever.
rob the bank. And it was Sneed who killed Sheriff Taylor 10 years ago. Charlie told me all about it.
Hold it! Drop your guns. Why, you dirty... Up with him!
Oh, I'm glad he fell on the all-star
boys.
wrestling
You
match.
too, Charlie. Come on, Jerry. Out you go. Out of here. Come on.
All right, cowboys to the right, teenagers to the left. No mixing.
Oh, boy, Roy, I didn't realize.
Oh, it was nothing. I just hit him with a right. No, I think it was a left. No, it was a right.
Hey, what about me?
This is one wacky summer camp.
Freddie almost got hung. Dodie tripped a tall guy. Roy drove a car, and Betty likes him now. More stuff will happen, and then it will be the end. Mary Jo, I want to kill myself. How do you feel tonight?
I really don't know how to say this, Miss Hinklepink, but
Juicy's got me crazy.
this whole thing over about you and me.
Oh, that's all right, Owen. You needn't worry, because sooner or later I'll find someone else.
The new softball coach, perhaps?
Understand, I've decided to accept you.
Yay!
Oh, Owen. Do you mind if I call you Owen?
Why, no. May I call you Matilda?
Oh.
Owen.
Ooh, she's sucking out his partial.
Oh, Matilda!
How about a dance, Roy?
Oh, no thanks, Betty. I want to finish this book. It's just too interesting. It's all about Cleopatra, Dewberry, Madame Pompadour.
Janet Jackson.
Real women, they were adventurous, thrilling, romantic.
Oh, they were they?
Yeah. Just like you.
But seriously, I do want to meet George Reeves.
But Dodie, there's no use being mad.
Who said I was mad?
Your
You're
face.
Not even about the Indian girl?
Why should I be? Look.
Okay, so the sexy sister, she really wasn't in this one at all.
And neither was Jimmy Forrest. And no Tiny! Oof.
It's time for RiffTrax.
Copyright by RiffTrax, all rights reserved.